This is BBC News. I'm Clive Myrie. The headlines at 11 o'clock. Identified. 2 men are sought over the bombings at the Boston Marathon on Monday. The FBI has released CCTV footage of the suspects and asked the public to help.
What may be difficult, the nation is counting on those with information to come forward and provide it to us.
And Barack Obama tells the United States that the spirit of the country shall remain undimmed after Monday's attacks. And in the next hour, the rescue effort continues after this. A massive explosion at a fertilizer plant in Texas kills up to 15 and injures hundreds of others.
The windows came in on me, the roof came in on me, the ceiling came in. I worked my way out to go get some more help.
Here, a teenager is convicted of raping an 11-year-old girl just 20 minutes after meeting his probation officer. And Great Britain's most successful Olympian, Sir Chris Hoy, has announced his retirement. A very good evening to you. Welcome to the BBC News. Now, the FBI has released photographs and video material of 2 suspects in the Boston Marathon bombing. Speaking to reporters in the last hour, FBI agent Richard Deslauriers asked for the public's help to identify the 2 suspects and warned that they should be treated as armed and extremely dangerous.
Indeed, through that process, the FBI developed a second suspect. Today, we are enlisting the public's help to identify the 2 suspects. After a very detailed analysis of photo, video, and other evidence, we are releasing photos of these 2 suspects. They are identified as Suspect 1 and Suspect 2. They appear to be associated. Suspect 1 is wearing a dark hat. Suspect 2 is wearing a white hat. Suspect 2 set down a backpack at the site of the second explosion just in front of the Forum restaurant. We strongly encourage those who were at the Forum restaurant who have not contacted us yet to do so. As you can see from one of the images, suspects 1 and 2 appear to be walking together through the marathon crowd on Boylston Street in the direction of the finish line. That image was captured as they walked on Boylston in the vicinity of the intersection with Gloucester Street. As you can see, the quality of the photos is quite good, but we will continue to work on developing additional images to improve their identification value. Further, on FBI.gov, we have photos of the suspects. The photos and videos are posted for the public and media to use, review, and publicize. For clarity, these images should be the only ones, and I emphasize the only ones, that the public should view to assist us. Other photos should not be deemed credible, and they unnecessarily divert the public's attention in the wrong direction and create undue work for vital law enforcement resources. For more than 100 years, the FBI has relied upon the public to be its eyes and ears. With the media's help, in an instant, these images will be delivered directly into the hands of millions around the world. We know the public will play a critical role in identifying and locating these individuals. Somebody out there knows these individuals as friends, neighbors, co-workers, or family members of the suspects. Though it may be difficult, the nation is counting on those with information to come forward and provide it to us.
FBI agent Richard Deslauriers there. Well, earlier, President Obama attended a memorial service for those killed on Monday. From Boston, our North America editor Mark Mardell reports on the day's events.
The President came to the Cathedral of the Holy Cross in the city that he once called home as a law student to praise its people's resilience and resolve. The songs and prayers and readings were aimed at comforting a city in mourning, but there was no stinting the grief when the President spoke of the victims.
Our prayers are with the Richard family of Dorchester, and our hearts are broken for 8-year-old Martin, with his big smile and bright eyes.
He said those he called the small, stunted individuals who wanted to destroy would face justice and wouldn't win.
Your resolve is the greatest rebuke to whoever committed this heinous act. If they sought to intimidate us, to terrorize us, to shake us from those values that Deval described, the values that make us who we are as Americans, well, it should be pretty clear by now that they picked the wrong city to do it.
The president praised those who rushed to help on Monday despite the danger to themselves, people like Dr. Natalie Stavus.
They were there cheering for me at the finish line, and they were there to get me through, and they lost their lives and they lost their limbs, and I have such sorrow.
Healing is clearly important, and justice can be a big part of that. President Obama came to a city still in shock. His message that America will not cower, but pick itself up and carry on.
Mark Mardell reporting for us there.